Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the show. Um, I am using the same deck that I got last week from Sandra Murray, which is Grimalican's Curious Cat Tarot. And Penelope, what are you using?
I'm going to use Animal Totem. Hello, everybody.
All right. Well, I hope everyone had a good or did the solstice yesterday. And if you didn't, you still can today because today's the last day. So we have Christina, Lily, Shar, Tansy Shar, and Kate, or Kat, and CJ. Okay, so Christina, hello. You have the Page of Wands, or Page of Pentacles. Sorry, Pentacles are Earth. And the Page of Pentacles talks about reaching out, developing, looking for the area of expertise that you want to go in. And it's about stretching past your boundaries. So reaching out, going past the limit that you've set for yourself. And this is also news of birth coming towards you as well. So there's a couple of things going on there. Lily's next. Hi, Lily.
Hi, Lily. By the way, happy belated birthday. I think your birthdays were yesterday. And for you, the Ten of Swords. You might have had a really rough go for the past year or so, but the Ten of Swords says you're coming to the end of that, you're at the end of that negative cycle. And the idea here is to start moving forward with hope and optimism. And if you see in the distance, there's a new dawn and a new light. So hang in there.
All right. Tansy Shar. Shar, you have the Five of Wands. And it's a cute card because, there's the sticks or wands with the little birdies on it for the cat. And this is a time playful of allowing that inner child to go out to have a few selections. Wands are also fire, so it could be that you're developing something new for yourself, moving in a new direction. And they're saying to go forward, go with it. And the other thing about wands could be that you're writing something. So if you are writing or signing something, I am going to tell you, if you're signing something, please read the paperwork before you sign it. And if you're writing, well, 5 lines a day, if that's all you can manage, that's what you do. So Kat is next.
Hi, hun. How are you? I hope things are going really, really well. I have chosen for you the Seven of Wands. Now check that out. When all else fails and it feels like everybody is ganging up on you, you have a secret weapon like this skunk. Don't laugh. You have a secret weapon, hon. You have strength and courage and fortitude, and nothing can actually beat that. It doesn't matter that it feels like the world's against you. What it says is you don't have to be defensive. Stand your ground. You can take care of yourself. You know how to do what you need to do. Oh, and just for the record, although the skunk with the raised tail is always a danger sign, you also have allies. So rely on your allies.
I love the skunk. Okay. CJ, hello. You are wondering what Spirit has for me for July with my abilities. Well, the Seven of Cups says unlimited possibilities around you, hidden secrets, developing skills, bringing out from your package or your box the dreams and the desires you'd like to achieve. So it could be achieving new dreams and desires. But the nice part is there's always something left behind, something that we save for a rainy day because maybe somewhere down the road we'd rather do it, say, in October than doing it now. So I'm going to say unlimited possibilities. And if you are looking at developing your skills, the next month would be a great time to start or to fine tune them a little bit and keep a journal as you do so. All right, next is, just a minute, Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. I hope you're doing well. Carrie, for you, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man talks about seeing things in a different way. It also talks about letting go of things. When you feel like you're held back and you can't handle the clutter, figuring out what direction you're supposed to go in, let go. Literally, take time to hang upside down like kids do and see the world from a different perspective. If you are someone that likes to journal, um, do a journal entry that talks about what is the first thing, if you could let go of anything at all, what is the first thing that you could let go of that would lower your stress, change your perspective? Write it down. Don't labor it. Think quickly, scribble it down, close the book, walk away, come back an hour, come back a day later, and figure out what made you write that.
Hi, Kathy. Well, Kathy, you have the Two of Wands. And sorry, I'm not quite centered with my chair, but the Two of Wands, look at this. They're looking at a new world. It's like, what's that game you used to play with sticks and you try to keep the ball up? So this is an opportunity to look at your world from a different perspective, enjoy the view, and take the opportunity to experiment with new ideas and new problems. And see how you got two different flowers? Sometimes we can be divided in our decision process, and that's okay. We can say yes or no. But every now and then, that little area where, yeah, I really want to do it, maybe I'm afraid of it, but they're saying, don't be afraid anymore. Just step out and get it done. All right? So enjoy what's coming towards you and change it if you don't like it.
That's a great way to think of things.
Okay, Orville, he said he turned down another opportunity to go work in BC yesterday so that I can continue with this training. Will my finances pan out? He took a chance on waiting for his settlement.
I would have to say, first things first, you are really going to have to be careful of your finances for the next little while. But also, the King of Pentacles, it talks that if you look really close here on the buffalo, you can see a gold ring. And the King of Pentacles means that that it's financial ease, not security, but some financial ease is coming your way. And you know something, figure out what it is that you want financially, because the truth of the matter is, if you're working towards something, it doesn't hurt to figure out if your training is going to benefit you and which is better. Can you go back to your training and take a job that puts a little money in your pocket so you're not worried about ends? The things about waiting for a settlement is the government is precarious at best, and it could take a while to get the settlement to your pocket.
Yeah. Lily says thank you, and Manuela, and a card for son Josh. Okay, Manuela, you yourself have the Three of Pentacles, and Pentacles are earth, their ideas, they're playing. But this is like looking in someone else's window, or you ever gone to an open house and you see other people's ideas and how they can make a room sort of look expensive with than we can. Okay, so slip covers. You could put a slip cover on your couch if you need it. You don't have to buy a new one. You could get a nice, colorful, decorative slip cover to put on, and it looks like you have a brand new couch. So they're saying that you're going to spend a little money because there's ideas you want to do, but you can do the ideas in a different perspective. You don't have to buy new. You can go and find what works for you, like I said, in a slip cover or buying a pillow and then putting a pillowcase and sewing on decorations onto the pillowcase. You don't always have to go out and buy something new. You can work around the idea. So I guess I'm following a little bit in what Penelope said to Orville in that maybe conserving your money a little, so using a more decorative idea. And Josh, you have the Six of Pentacles. Now, I should probably be telling you to conserve your money, but this is knowing where to put your money and how to hold on to it. That's the idea here. But it's also standing up and being more of who you are, not necessarily what people want you to be, but who you believe yourself. And it doesn't mean you do it in a rude way or condescending. You do it because you believe in where you're headed. And then if you find that in the process, then you got to look at it from a different perspective. That is when you look at it from a different perspective and maybe ask advice. Shar, you're welcome. And Patty is next.
Hi, Patty. I hope you're doing well. Patty, the Queen of Pentacles. Did you know that the thing about pigs is pigs talk about positive energy and good things coming your way? And for whatever reason, I'm being told through this particular card that this is a time for you to indulge in yourself, to indulge in your physical and your mental well-being. So again, as I'm big on journaling recently, this is one of those times that here's a question for you. Go grab a journal, go grab a piece of paper, and the Queen of Pentacles says, I can help you. So tell her what it is you want. What is it that you want, and what is it that you feel is blocking you from getting what you want? And again, walk away from it and come back in an hour or a day and see if you can see your answer more clearly and the direction you're looking for.
Sure. CJ, you're welcome as well. And we got Kat. She's welcome. And Carrie said thank you. And Shay Shay. Hi, Shay Shay. Shay Shay, you have the Five of Pentacles. And honest, I did shuffle the cards. And pentacles, like I said, are money, ideas, seeds. So this card normally represents, oh my God, I feel so poor. I don't have any money around me. And what am I going to do? Am I going to be destitute on the street, or am I going to find that money I need? I believe that if we hold on to that fear, we're bringing it towards us. It's like doing the tug of war and no one's on the other end and you're just tugging that rope towards you. So let go of whatever you are fearful of. Take a look at it and see if you can polish it to a different perspective. And if you can, then you do what you need to put it into place. Doesn't mean you walk over anyone, you hurt anyone. It's the idea that you're taking responsibility of your journey. And that's what that card says. Oh, look.
Okay, who's next?
Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia. Hope you're doing well. Cynthia, for you, the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands talks about a couple of things. One of the things it talks about is creativity. So when was the last time you tapped into your creativity? When was the last time you it's not about doing it perfectly. Like I crochet and I will make a mistake. And years ago, honey, I would meticulously wind back 20, 30 rows to fix that mistake. But I met an elder who said, leave the mistake. The mistake adds to the beauty. It isn't perfection that adds to the beauty. So when you were looking at the things you work, your creations are your work, your books, your education, all of this is part of what you create. Don't look for the perfection. Take the mistakes and appreciate the beauty they add to things. And I would say to you that your journal entry is finding out why it is you feel the need that you have to be so perfect when you are perfectly perfect the way you are.
So before I forget, for anyone who got that lovely message on Facebook about, you know, that had my name attached to it, I'm just going to say I'm grateful that you'll let me know about it and that it really wasn't me. And if it happens again, please report them as well as block them. All right, so Lovey, you have for 3 people. So for yourself, you have the 10 of Pentacles. And this, in Rider-Waite deck, the 10 of Pentacles are 2 ships passing in the night. But this is about you taking control. You notice how the one coin is at his throat. So it's learning how to speak your mind, learning how to find your peace within. And so it could be, you went to a powwow today, so it could be about pulling that energy of the grandfathers and grandmothers towards you. It could be about developing your own psychic ability a little bit more. But it could also be, for me, the idea of taking time to enjoy yourself, to know who you are and being proud of it. That's what it says. And then for Sophia, you have the 6 of Cups, and this is a journey. This is a journey of life. Cups are emotions, but cups are also about speaking your piece as well, but in such a gentle way that sometimes people can't hear your voice. So it could be about writing a story so people can hear, and maybe it's about learning how to get your voice out there. But this is also about a marriage and a funeral. Sorry about that. And then the last one is Deanna. Deanna, you have the sun. The sun is rejoice in the moment. Spread your arms wide and sing the joy that you feel inside your soul. And if you are out in the sun, I'm going to recommend sunscreen so that you don't get burnt. Okay, so Patty said thank you. Annalisa.
Annalisa, for you, the 9 of Wands. Do you know what? This is a time for you to start your healing journey, to do something that brings you healing gifts. The other day I went to a labyrinth walk, and it was inside a building, and it took me almost 40 minutes to walk the entire walk. The whole time you were to be in silence and silent reflection, and you stop. There are 4 corners to give thanks to the four powers. So this is that time for you, that time to take reflection. And the good thing about that is one of your journal entries for you, I would recommend doing this. When things get tough, what is it that you do to get yourself through that? Write that down, or write what you think you need to do, but start with what it is that you find tough. And again, don't reflect on it immediately. Take some time away from it. Come back, reread what it is that you wrote down. You'll be surprised how you will find answers.
All right. So Janine and Brandon, I pulled 2 cards, and I'm just going to read it the way I saw it. The sorrow that aches inside the heart, the belly, is real and painful. But as you journey forward, see how your infant is cradled in the arms of those that love them. And since you have 2 over there, know that they are protected and looked after. Take your time to heal. Don't rush through it.
Kathy, we haven't missed you.
Yeah.
We're just getting to you, I promise.
No, I already read for Kathy.
Kathy Gibbons?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a few minutes ago.
Hello, Sandra.
Sandra's yours.
Yes, I was just reading the message.
Oh.
I choose for you the 9 of Pentacles. This first, the vacation is going to go fine. Lots of driving. You know, the tortoise takes its time. Remember the story about the tortoise and the hare? Follow that advice. Who won in the end? The tortoise, because the turtle, it took its time. And if you're into journaling, if this journaling message for you for this card is one of it is, what do you need to slow down? Is it learning to take breaks every hour? Write this down, and then you know the drill. Come back, take a look at it. But yes, you go slow, you go steady. The trip is going to go fine.
All right. Uh, Orville said thank you. And Lovey said, bless you, ladies. And Annalisa said, it makes sense. Thank you. And Kathy, yeah, it was the Two of Wands. And I probably said Kathy and see the two cats. So I can see how you got mixed up there. So that's about all I'm seeing right now. But I'm going to pull for Mr. Khan and his wife, since they tend to come on. And I'm going to do the Ten of Wands and the Two of Swords for them. The Ten of Wands is reach in the direction you want to be, and the Two of Swords is take your time to make your decisions, don't rush through it. And now we have Kalisha.
Hi, Kalisha. How are you? Kalisha, for you, this card of strength. The card of strength, you know that expression, as strong as an ox? Well, it's not saying that you're an ox. It's saying that you have great inner strength. And this card says that you, at this point in time, it's possible that you are going to need to tap into that strength and rely on it for your journey of healing. To figure out, do you need to work on muscle health? Do you need to work on mental health? So my advice is go for a good checkup. You're fine, but you can't really start a healing journey till you know where it is that you need to start from. And it's only one thing at a time. There's that song, I can only give up one bad habit at a time. Take a look at that, and your journal entry would literally be just that. What of your personal strengths can help you get started on your healing journey?
Hello, Geraldine, and welcome. I'm not sure if I've seen you on the show before, so I'm going to say welcome. I don't think I have, or we have. It's been a really long time. You have the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords normally is a person in the center surrounded by swords, and it looks like they can't get out. But the truth of the matter is the Eight of Swords is you yourself. It's how you feel. That maybe there are situations that you feel a little claustrophobic, a little confined, but the truth is you can open the door at any particular time and move into a new direction. And what I like, you can see it better this way, but there's the cat, and look how big the shadow is. So I remember being a kid and trying to jump on my shadow, and unless my shadow was in front of me, you weren't going to have it happen. And the idea here for me is that nothing is so big that you cannot walk around it, because the truth of the matter is your shadow is going to follow you whichever direction you go in. So move forward, step at a time, and know that your journey has endless possibilities that you can manifest along the way.
That's good. Is Marie mine?
Yes.
Marie, for you, the world. This literally means that things are coming your way. It means that you're heading towards a period of completeness, that you're going to be able to look back and say, everything brought me to this moment of completeness, total peace. So things are getting better, and you are going to see a difference and the start of a new journey.
And Marie, I'm sorry, I didn't actually see you. So glad Penelope caught up that one. And okay, we'll give everyone a few minutes.
Could you pull for Holly?
Oh, you go ahead. I've already done a few.
Holly, the judgment card. The judgment card just really talks about using your own judgment. Be smart about your decisions, and that includes your health and your well-being, and take some time for yourself.
All right. Well, we'll wait a few more minutes, see if anyone else comes on. And just as a reminder, next Wednesday will be our last show for the summer. And Sandra, I want to say this deck is really actually quite interesting. I believe you sent me Curious People as well. This one has 80 cards in it. It doesn't just have the normal 78. So when I went through and I came to this card that said 23, and I'm thinking, what? So it's actually quite neat.
And thanks again for the decks. It's always fun getting a deck that I didn't buy.
It is. And one I never even saw before.
Yes. If you don't catch next week, I'll put down your name on a piece of paper and try to remember to pull a card for you, Marie.
Yep. And I hope everyone has a fantastic summer now that we're in it. Let's hope that it would be nice for it to stay a little cool on my end of the world. But, you know, whatever comes towards us is the best thing ever. Leslie. Hi, Leslie. Will justice prevail? I'm going to say yes. That's what it feels like. Oh, Queen of Wands. Definitely. Yeah, the Queen of Wands is about sitting in a position of authority and knowing that you're headed in the right direction. There's going to have to be a shift or change a little bit, but I feel justice will prevail. Okay, wait a few more minutes. If we wait a few minutes, everyone starts showing up. Actually, what I should do is do the usual, start to say, well, I hope everyone has a good night. And Charlene, please. And look, people ask for cards. So you're pulling for Charlene.
Geraldine?
Charlene. You're pulling for her niece, Charlene.
Oh, for Charlene. Charlene. For Charlene, the Two of Wands. This means that it's time for her to literally put her money where her mouth is the expression. And it means that if you're going to plan something, you're going to do something, then show up, commit, and follow that path. Don't procrastinate. If we make a commitment, if we're saying, oh, I'm going to walk 5 kilometers a day at the end of August, you have to show up every day to make that consistent gain. So whatever it is you're going to do, show up and be present.
That was for sure, actually. She asked for Charlene, and that's her.
That was for Charlene.
Yeah, I see. Never mind, it was for sure, but that's okay. You do. Tracy's on.
Well, that went to YouTube, not you can't post there.
Well, no, you're supposed to. You do the. Somebody's asking for their daughter.
Brianna. Okay. Brianna, this is for you to know that even when things feel like they stand still, they're actually in motion. Be patient. Work with those who are helping you and take your time as you move forward.
That's a good idea.
Then Tracy's next.
Okay, so Tracy, the Page of Cups. This is about remembering to take time to be playful, to be creative, to have a little fun, to be cautious, and maybe, just maybe, let your guard down a bit. That might be something you could journal about, is what would it take for you to let your guard down, to go meet new and interesting people. Not that your friend Witchy Poo isn't interesting enough for everybody else you know, but you know, someone a little less Witchy Poo.
All right. And Shar says she's taking a life skills training for the next few months. That's really cool.
Very.
All right. Well, it does look like we're out of people. So I hope everyone has a good night and a nice weekend.
Darcy,
Yeah.
just to interrupt for a second. Is your full thing Intuitive Readings by Darcy Psychic Medium?
That's mine, yes.
Okay, because a message came up on the message board.
No, I know. I normally would send it right to Facebook, but I guess they've changed that.
Okay.
That's me.
And it came up again.
Yeah. No, that the second one is Ashley.
Uh,
She took the message because Leslie might not be able to see.
oh, you have a new one.
Okay. Hi, Cindy. Boy, you're lucky. We were just ending the show. So, Cindy, you have the Four of Wands. Wands is fire. Wands is movement. Wands is possibly a new career choice, educational choice that has the ability of movement around you. And these are
Sorry for the movement, guys. I have a dog that wanted her treat.
These are knitting needles, so maybe take up a craft. That could be the other thing, Cindy, they're suggesting. Okay, well, let's see what happens when I say, I hope everyone has a good night. And thank you so much for joining us.
Very much. And Leslie, of course you can book a reading with either one of us.
Yeah. And, have a fantastic weekend. And if anyone had been in Sydney this weekend, I would say come to the Psychic Fair where I'm going to be. But I don't think any of you are that close. Okay.
Yes. But guys, first, thank you everybody for always showing up. Oh, Darcy, could you pull a card for my friend Ben?
Just Ben.
Just Ben. And
then you have Sonia.
I'll do Sonia and
Okay.
you do Just Ben.
Just Ben. Just a minute. I want to shuffle the cards a little since they seem to not be always, I don't want them pulling all the same ones. Just Ben, you have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is celebration of life, but it's also about birth, age, how is it? Child, maiden, crone. And it's about the cycle of life. But the idea here is celebrate life, enjoy every moment as you see fit, and know that there's lots of journeys ahead of you yet, and to embrace the journeys, each one as you take it with love, joy, and contentment.
And Sonia, nice to see you. Sonia, for you, the Emperor. The Emperor usually talks about being a head of the family, and as I am a firm believer, the matriarchs are the head of the family. It means that it can be very difficult for you to always be the peacemaker or the peacekeeper. But remember, you don't have to do this alone. There are people to help you. Matriarchs have people to rely on. Usually other strong and amazing women, not putting any of the men out there down, but you have people. So maybe when you had time to journal, your question to yourself was, maybe how do you keep your ego at bay while you are still being a really, really good leader, being service of others or to others around you? What is it you use to keep your ego in check? And that's it. So again, before someone else came on, thank you for being here. It's really, really amazing to have all of you guys. I have decided to try something that Darcy does far more regularly, and I signed up for a witchery, kind of like a witchery market next on July 1st, and I'll be in St. Albert, and I'll be one of the 3 tarot psychic readers. So if any of you are in the area, feel free to drop by and say hi. Can't miss me. I'll probably have my broom.
All right. Well, Elaine.
It's your turn.
Elaine, you know. Good night, Geraldine and Sonia.
Hi, Elaine.
Have the 7 of Wands. The cat's up the tree, which normally means it's got itself into a predicament where firemen are going to come and get it down. But this is about shifting, moving, and you actually may be either just getting ready to move or you're helping someone move. So at which point I'm going to say, please be careful lifting other people's items. Make sure the box is properly taped, and also that you're lifting from the knees, not bending over like I would, and lifting with your back. So be careful. Okay, so now everyone, every time we do this, someone pops up, and it's sort of fun when they do that. Again, good night, everyone. Have a fantastic week and weekend.
I leave you as always with Masalama. Go in peace and go in light.
All right, blessed be everyone, and may love, joy, peace, happiness, and prosperity find you all in mysterious ways.